Alright, what's up guys? You all read the title of the video. Now, before I get into this, I want to clarify. This is not a story about me starting a fire and lying and saying I didn't. No. That would make far too much sense. This is a story about me doing something else and then saying I started a fire because in my mind I thought that'll get me in less trouble. So, just let that sink in. So come back with me. This either happened end of 6th grade. The game didn't even start yet. Okay. This either happened end of 6th grade to like begin like 8th grade, right? Somewhere in that time frame. It was either end of elementary school or at a random point in middle school. And this was one of the first times I was ever, like, left home alone, right? I don't remember where my parents were. My dad just went out, and then my mom took my sister somewhere, right? So I was home by myself for a good, like, 2-3 hours. So I'm home alone, and I'm thinking in my head, dude, you know what? I want nachos, right? But I don't want any regular nachos, right? You know, because everyone knows what happened to my mouse? Everyone knows you want nachos. You get the, like, the tortilla chips down. You open up, like, a few packets of, like, American cheese. Or if you're, like, British or European, I don't know, whatever you use. I don't care. Right? You put that on the plate, and then you just microwave it, and you're like, okay, I have nachos now. I didn't want to do that. I specifically wanted to, like, dip... my chips into cheese. That is what I wanted to do. I'm not droning. I don't care.
Activating surge!
I really should be. I'm dead right here, aren't I? You saw me. Okay, yes I can. So anyways, I want to dip the chips in cheese, right? You know, so in my head I'm thinking, oh, okay, I want melted cheese. All I need to do is just put some cheese in, you know, like the little, like, white, like, what are they called, ramekins? I don't know. You just gotta put some cheese in that, microwave it, you have melted cheese. I didn't know that you have to, like, boil milk and then, like, slowly add cheese and then make it, like, a thick, like, thing, then add, like, I didn't know that. I knew none of that. So in my head, I melt the cheese in this tiny little bowl. It doesn't melt. Right? Obviously it doesn't melt. It just gets, like, hard and black. And I'm like, oh, I can't do anything with this, right? So I put it to the side. And now I get bored, right? And I'm like, what do I do? So, I guess I started, like, looking through my kitchen. And, like, I'd imagine most houses are like this. You know, like, under your sink, that's where you keep all, like, the cleaning supplies, right? For a while, that's also where we kept, like, all of our vegetable oil. So I'm just looking. And I see the fire extinguisher. And in my head, I'm like, I kind of want to shoot this. But I'm like, how do I get away with shooting the fire extinguisher? So I look around, and I see the burnt cheese, and I'm like, oh my god. I have the perfect excuse to shoot this fire extinguisher. So, I get the fire extinguisher. I don't think about anything, right? I'm just like, I'm gonna shoot this, and it's gonna work out right. We lost this round. So I post up in my kitchen with the fire extinguisher. I pull the pin out. I press the trigger, and immediately, the second I do it, I realize, oh, I've made a horrible mistake. I like, tap it. Quick little boop, right, on the trigger. Fire extinguisher spray just all over my kitchen. And immediately, I'm like, oh my god, I've made a horrible mistake. So instantly, I go into, like, oh my god, I have to clean this. So I get a bunch of paper towels, right? Before even that, I'm like, okay, I have to save the fire extinguisher, right? This thing's already been depressurized, right? This fire extinguisher is useless now. I get a bunch of saran wrap, and I just start wrapping the top of the fire extinguisher off, right? Thinking, okay, this is still usable. And by the way, that fire extinguisher, I think it stayed in my house for like 5 years after this happened. If this happened when I was like 13, the fire extinguisher stayed until like I was 18 or something. It may still even be down there. I don't know. But there's just a useless fire extinguisher in my kitchen that's wrapped with saran wrap. So I instantly just get a bunch of paper towels, and I start cleaning all this up, right? I'm cleaning for half an hour. Nothing happens, right? It's still like all there. And my dad comes home. Now, my dad's a real one, right? My dad, you know, when he was a kid, he got up to some, like, wacky shenanigans, right? My dad comes home, he's like, I'm gonna help you clean this, and I'm not gonna tell your mom, right? My dad's a real one. So my dad knows, but he's not gonna, like, rat me out. So my dad helps me clean it up. He's like, what happened? And I'm like, I started a fire. And he was like, how? And I was like, the nacho cheese. And he's sitting there, and he, like, even he's confused, because he's like, how did you even do that? And I'm like, I don't know, it just happened. I'm full-on panicking, right? But he believes me, right? He believes me, and he's like, I'm not gonna tell your mother. So we clean it up. It takes us maybe, like, 20 minutes. Okay. That was an overreaction. Okay. So he helps me clean it up. And then my mom comes home. The entire kitchen is spotless, right? There's not a singular trace of, well, okay. Unless you really start looking, there's not that many. There's not that much, like, evidence. So my mom comes home, I go upstairs. My dad, he told the truth. He did not tell my mom. She had no idea. So I'm upstairs for an hour. I'm, like, losing my mind, right? I'm like, she's gonna find out. She's gonna know. Oh my god, she knows. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm going through all this stuff in my head, right? I don't remember. I think I had to take a shower. So I went downstairs. And my mom,
right there in that door.
She doesn't even say anything to me. I just look at her. And she, like, briefly makes eye contact with me. And then I just, like, blurt out, I use the fire extinguisher. And then she just looks at me and she's like, what? She's so confused. And then I'm like, I started a fire.
Coming around.
And then she looks at me and she's like, you know, I think I saw, like, something was wrong. And she was like, well, what happened? And then I told her, right? I was like, I tried microwaving cheese and it lit on fire. Already, that's just a horrible excuse. Because immediately she says, why didn't you just put it under the sink? Yeah, why didn't you put it under the sink? If you started a fire, this was not a tiny ball. This was not a massive ball of flames. Even then, I could have just gotten a cup of water were this to actually happen. And just pour it on the cheese, and the fire would have gone out. Why did I use the fire extinguisher? And I'm like, I don't know. I needed the fire extinguisher. Because of this lie, I'm not kidding. I don't know when this happened, but what I do know is COVID happened my junior year of high school. Up until then, right? So let's say this happened end of middle school or like early elementary, like no, end of elementary school, early middle school. I was not able, this is a horrible camera. I was not able to cook anything when I was home alone for years. I couldn't even use the microwave. She would legitimately tell me before, like, she'd leave, don't cook anything. Don't cook anything. I was like a 17-year-old, like, 17-year-old man. A boy. I don't know, whatever you want to say. I was that old, and my mom was still telling me, hey, man, you can't cook anything when you're home alone. And this lasted for years. And then, like, finally, when I started, like, when she gave me, like, my cooking rights back, I'm being so serious. I told her, I was like, yeah, remember when I started that fire? That didn't happen. I just wanted to use the fire extinguisher. She didn't believe me. To this day, I've told my sisters, I've told my mom, not a single one of them actually believes me. They all think I'm just lying. Like, because it's such a dumb, it is such a dumb, stupid thing to be like, I just wanted to shoot the fire extinguisher. That's actually just tragic right there. What's wrong with me? Like, actually, can we talk about this? What? Like, dude, how is my finger even on W? This is a horrible game. This is my first game on. I have a haircut in, I have to leave in what, like, 17 minutes? Oh, we're gonna be, 20. Haircut's not till 12. It is currently March 27th when I'm recording this. You guys aren't seeing this till, like, what, April? That's awesome. But isn't that crazy that, like, my mother did not believe me? It's such a dumb thing to have, like, it's actually such a stupid lie. She would, like, that no one believes I just felt like shooting the fire extinguisher. And that they do think I genuinely somehow lit, like, plastic American cheese on fire. And, like, almost burned our house down.
One friendly remaining.
Like, that is such a stupid thing to say. Like, even to this day, I think about it and I'm like, wow, that really... Like, I cucked myself. I did. Imagine all the wacky things I could have gotten up to for so many years. Were I to not lie about starting a fire with cheese. God, I hope we lose this round. I can't talk for another 2 rounds. I mean, I guess I could. We'll see where this goes. You know, I'm thinking... Well, okay. Actually, no, this does work out, because this video is coming out. I'm assuming this video will come out after, regardless, but it'll still be a week in advance.
Be ready to eliminate
I think tomorrow... Obviously, I'm not gonna record, like, my drive home from school, right? That'd be crazy. But I think I will, like, record... Well, I'm gonna record it, but I'm gonna, like, just upload the audio over me playing Rainbow. And we're just gonna see how that works out, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, I say some kind of crazy things when I'm driving. Dude, my aim is actually atrocious right now. Like, genuinely, it's crazy. I need to get back into playing Rainbow. I have not played much this season. I don't know why. I just, like, haven't been playing that much. Surely they don't expect... Okay, so I'm dead. But watch this! That just did not work out even remotely. Oh, that's a Blitz. Like, how do I not kill Blitz then? How do I not kill Blitz? In what world? Do I need to retire? Is that what this is? Guys, I swear. Guys, watch my old Rainbow videos. Like, watch them. You know I'm not this bad. I don't know what's happening to me right now. You got... Okay, we lost a round. Okay, this game's over. I lied about starting cheese. Starting cheese? I don't know. I don't care. I'm actually, like, I'm disappointed in myself. Like, guys, I'm not this bad. We've seen me play Rainbow before. That's it. I'm getting back into Rainbow. I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2 because... Dude, Into the Light, kinda hype. That live stream they did, well, I mean, I guess technically it's the live stream they did a week ago. They showed off all the weapons yesterday. Dude, I was in my class, genuinely, like, it took every single, like, fiber in my body to not scream. Oh my god, Mountaintop's back. I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyways, if you like this video, consider subscribing. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.